Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the HERO8 Black and some mounting solutions that you may not have thought about before, or if you're just getting started with the camera and you're wondering what should you buy first, these just might be some options you want to consider. So stick around and I'll show you a little bit more about the HERO8 Black, the silicone sleeve, the chest mount, the bite mount, and how you can put them all together. So before we begin, I just want to point out that this entire video is being edited with the GoPro Mobile app on my LG V30 phone. Now, I'll be giving some tips and tricks on how you can do a video like this, which is completely edited. I can change all of the vibrance, I can change contrast, I can change brightness, I can change the temperature, and I can throw in all kinds of different LUTs and looks. Now, before we start, let's go ahead and do one of those quick stories with some of the music, and I'll run around real quick in a little bit of a low light as the sun is setting so we can look at some of this GoPro HERO8 stabilization in this low light.
I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing. Go
down the big slide. Here we go. Here we go. Go, go, go.
Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up.
Hey, Danny, go get him.
Get him.
I'm far away from Earth, and I wanna know if you exist. Coordinates lately. Mission control. Am I drifting? Tell me to someone who will love me.
Okay, so first off, right off the bat, I strongly suggest that you get the tempered glass protectors for the screen on the HERO8 Black. They go on really easy, and once they're on, you can't even tell that they're there. So that's a really good investment to put on for your camera. Second, I would get one of these silicone sleeves. It actually provides a decent amount of cushion around the camera, good protection, and now that the mounting fingers are actually on the camera itself, you don't have to take it out of the silicone sleeve to be able to use it. This lanyard comes off really easy just by pulling it through the loop here, and it's an awesome way just to be able to throw the camera on and carry it around with you and have it with you at all times. Now, the second step though is one that I don't think a lot of people would think about, and that's actually the bite mount. Now, the bite mount is primarily something that you would think is used for surfing, and in fact I do use it when I go surfing. But the bite mount is so much more than that. First of all, you have this extra extension that's on here, and this extension allows you to make some further adjustments, and it also pulls the camera further away from the mount. Now that's going to be important on the next step that I'm going to show you when we start talking about the chest mount, and that's coming up next. But anyway, when you use this bite mount, it's not only a way to hold the camera, which is going to be like this, but it also becomes a tripod and a quick and easy stand where you can just put the camera right here on there, and you have a quick and easy way to be able to just set the camera down and angle it to get a really good shot. Then of course, if you do use it as a bite mount, then the bite mount is going to be able to give you even more stabilization than you're already getting, which is pretty incredible as it is. But using your head as a stabilizer only improves the stabilization that much more. Plus, you get a little bit of a leveling effect, because when we hold a camera, we tend to tilt left or right and make that horizon off a little bit. Now, the GoPro HERO8 does have the grid lines that you can put on, and that's a good idea, but you're not always going to be looking at that LCD screen. In fact, LCD screens in general aren't really a great idea on an action camera because they pull so much power away from the camera itself that it reduces your recording time. Okay, so next up we're going to talk about the chest harness And this is a really great improvement from the old GoPro chest mount. It has this soft cushioning back here, and when you tighten it on, that actually allows it to sit a little tighter to your chest, so you don't get the movement like you would get on the older one. The locking mechanism is fairly simple. It just comes in here, slides in, locks, and then when you push in on these fingers, it slides right back open again. Now, when using the chest mount, you're going to need to use a mount that has a little bit more height than you get from the standard mount that comes with the GoPro camera. Now, you can get this mount, which comes in the grab bag, which does have a little bit of that extra height, or you can use the mount that I like, which is the swivel mount. The swivel mount allows you to make even more fine-tuned adjustments to the camera's position once you have it mounted on your chest, and it's firm enough that it generally won't come loose, and it allows for some unique shooting angles as well as, like I said, making those different adjustments. Now, if you're not going to go with the swivel mount, then I highly suggest again going back to the bite mount, and I'm going to show you why this is such a great setup right now. Okay, so one of my favorite go-to quick and easy mounting solutions is just the Hero 8 and the silicone sleeve attached to the bite mount, and having my chest harness attached onto my shirt. And usually I can throw a sweatshirt over, zip it up, and it hides it really well, so that I don't have to look weird. But I can also just pop it off and stick it in my pocket if I need to. Now, what I like about this so much is that I can go ahead and just grab the camera, and I have that bite mount to be able to use so that I can hold the camera and use it pretty much just like a selfie stick. Now, you just flip it out, and there you go. I've got my little selfie stick holding. Now, let's say I want to set the camera down and I want to do a little bit of tripod mounting. Well, that's simple too. We just set the camera down, we flip it up, and now I'm all set to do a little bit of tripod mounting. Now, let's say we want to get a little bit of stabilized footage from the mouth. So I'm just going to flip this over, pop the bite mount in, and now I've got a hands-free solution for filming. Of course, you're going to be mumbling a little bit if you're going to be talking. But anyway, so then we quickly have that solution as well. Then, if you want to stay hands-free, but you don't want to have the bite mount in your mouth, all we got to do is pop this up here, slip it into our chest mount, lock it in, and now we're all set with the chest mount. Generally, I would take the lanyard here, you just wrap that around, and then click it around the thumb screw, and now it's going to stay out of the way. Because you have this additional screw here with that extension, you get even more solutions for being able to adjust that camera exactly the way that you want it. So if you want a real quick, down and dirty mounting solution that's going to be very versatile and you don't want to spend a lot of money, I highly suggest you go this route with the bite mount, the silicone sleeve, and the chesty, and you're pretty much going to have all of your basic bases covered. Anyway, I hope that you like this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll be putting out more videos, hopefully, to give you excellent tips and solutions to all of your GoPro needs. All right, thank you, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. GoPro, stop recording.